Hello, my name's Sid, aka Narcotics.
I'm Rich, aka Rhythm Tek.
I'm Chris, aka DJ Slam Dunk.
Well, Odyssey Recordings was started about 2 years ago. It's going from strength to strength. Odyssey's been around for a number of years. It's just that it's never come out the woodwork, basically. Our ethos is basically get the young guys on board, give them a little platform, and then for them to move on to bigger labels, basically. So, yeah, all good. Dirty Slam, Atmospheric Sid, and the end products is as Rich, but there's also Medj, who kind of mentioned the thing atmospheric.
He sort of made the word, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
because we kept on, you know, he's bringing out that much music. Our comments, like I say, my comments on the tune, Dutty, it's smashing it. That is heavy, it's very Dutty. But still, it had a very atmospheric aspect to it. Yeah. So we kept on throwing all these words together, and Medj was like atmospheric. I was like,
oh my god, atmospheric, wow.
That is
the atmosphere.
Yeah, I know. Atmospherics blast you right into the atmosphere, and it just really described the music that Rich was like bringing out now. It was very Dutty, you know, very dark, deep, Dutty, and the beats are all Dutty, but it's still got a very atmospheric aspect to it as well, and that's what makes it very unique.
We're not trying to say it's another genre. We're not. No, all we're saying is that's how we describe it, that's how we feel it. So it's basically atmospheric, and it's basically dirty and atmospheric, and that's what it is. Yeah. It's brilliant.
It makes more sense than a lot of words.
Yeah.
At least you can explain it to me, people. Dirty and atmospheric. Atmospheric.
I've got to a point where I'm actually really comfortable with what I'm producing, and you sort of get, you know, when you start out, you don't really know what you want to, you know what kind of music you're into and what you want to make. Being able to make it is something else. So you go through these little stages and styles, and yeah, I started sort of, I really like sort of like the deep, dark, minimal stuff, and so I kind of sort of played around with that for a bit, and then I'd knock out a liquid tune. You know, I was pretty versatile, must admit. A jungle tune, and I'd throw anything in. So I'll get like a basic beat down, and then vibe from it, and bring in sort of, you know, some of the other sort of elements to the tune, and if I kind of feel that it needs more, then I will add more, and then that's when you start sort of adding like the little incidentals and the rolls and getting that shuffle. And because I don't want it to be sort of that generic style, it has to have something. It has to have a bit of shuffle, or, you know, whatever, like the half sort of steppy feel to it. It wasn't a conscious decision. Again, like I say, I sort of pull the elements from sort of the deep, darker vibes, which are quite, I mean, to be fair, the patterns in them are quite basic. So, you know, I kind of like that basic style, but again, I like to add to it. And maybe sometimes I sort of overdo it, I don't know. But, you know.
Nah, you haven't overdone it yet.
Not yet.
You just keep going and going and going until you've got that vibe, you know. And so it wasn't kind of like a conscious decision, it was tunes that I've made, like, you know, and we all put our heads together and, you know, come up with 11 tracks. Pulling influence just from like the electronic music that I love. Sort of Herbie Hancock and Jan Hammer and Paul Hardcastle and all these electronic people, and it was finding that sort of early tech sounds, you know. Sort of Future Engineers were a definite, Blame definite, Pariah definite, and it's kind of just pulling sort of little snippets of that, you know, and other things that I've sort of liked through the years. I suppose sort of looking at it, probably a lot of the stuff on like the Samurai music, that, you know, the kind of stuff that they put out, sort of deep, dark, minimal. I could probably sort of pull a lot of influence from that, to be fair. The good thing about everything is that because like you said, it's kind of like a family thing.
Yeah.
So,
right.
you know, we come down, we had a meet, and we all had a little say so of what. You know,
everybody
what
has input
on
basically.
Yeah.
So I won't make the decision on my own. I will always ask Rich or Slam, and so you got to give each artist a little bit of a chance to speak up. You can't just make the decisions yourself. So it was good. It was nice. The build up to the actual album was very, very nice.
Yeah.
It was wicked, wasn't it?
Loving it all.
Yeah, man.
I'm very software based. I went through the stages of some hardware because you think you need it. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, it was like more of a hindrance to me than sort of anything else. So I kind of made a decision to get rid of it and just pretty much go like software based. I use a DAW called Studio One, which is by Personas, and like just for me, that's all I need. You know, I'm so comfortable with that. And you kind of got to learn your DAW and you know whatnot, but it just suits my workflow. You know, I can sit there and just create on it, and just, you know, I think that's what you need. You don't need to be, you know, you don't need to know what to do. You just want to create. I will use anything to create a sound. I don't care what it is. I will find anything, you know, that sort of produces the sound I want. One thing, one plugin, Tone 2 Gladiator. I do use that a lot. And Camel Fat is like a must. I pretty much use it on everything I do. Satin, that's another one. Just it's like tape emulation. Just gives it a little bit of grip. Sort of Reactor, I use that quite a bit. Obviously, you can change, you know, the plugins on that. You can change. There's a particular one called Scanner, where you can put basically any sound in there, and this thing just completely mashes it up. And you know, from that you can get some great sort of bass sort of sounds from it. And yeah, that and imagination. That was pretty much it.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it? Really, 11 Douglas Red Bad Boy tunes. I like They Were Wrong. I think that is just brilliant. That little sample, you know, it's taken from what is it, Warriors? Was it? And that film itself is class. I used to watch it over and over again when I was a kid, and to put it in a track like that and create that sound around it is just amazing. Personally, that's my favourite.
Me? Me? Oh my god. I've got a couple, to be honest. That I wouldn't say they like favourites. I think I had fun making, and one of them's Mind Games.
Oh god, yeah, great track.
For me, as an artist, when you play a tune over and over and over again in your head, you kind of sometimes get bored with it. With that, I'm not bored. I could actually sit down and listen to that, you know, and it's something, you know, I really enjoyed making that tune. And another one was Heal My Mind. This man here, I'll blame you.
Yeah.
They were live on the radio on Odyssey, and basically he was playing a few dark days, mate.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I was like, what do you think of
yeah.
what do you think of this?
What do you think of this, Rich? What do you think of that? And I'm thinking actually I haven't produced a tune for like a little while. Is that like a cry of like, what can I do? So basically, yeah, that's where that was born, and I basically dropped the word "dirty" in there just for my man. And yeah, I like that tune.
Probably my favourite track as well, just because I don't know. Even though I had like completely nothing to do with it, I feel like you know, I've got a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like that connection that you make with somebody, where they can extract what you're thinking out of your head and put it down, when I can't do that myself. So I just, you know, really felt like, I don't know, just got a connection with that tune. And you know, when I play and when you hear it, you'll be like, yeah, that Slam style.
Well, I think we've got another 11 tracks sitting in my hard drive. So next year, hopefully, either we'll put some EPs out or we'll do another album. I mean, by then you'll probably have another 10 tracks he sent me. It's ongoing. I mean, there's a lot going on for Rich at the moment. So I don't know. It's an endless odyssey, isn't it? It's something which I think is something which we're going to just keep going on with and hopefully see what happens. I'm hoping the new year is going to be a little bit better for us all. You know, myself, Slam, the label, the radio station. So yeah, I think another album in the new year sounds like a plan, but we'll see.
We've got the launch coming up, haven't we? The launch night of the album, 29th of November.
What's the details of that?
The waiting room in
Well,
London.
I think we need to get titling for that one as well. So.
Yeah.
Really special event planned, and it's a collaborative sort of project between my label Infection Music and Odyssey Recordings. I've been chatting to Sid for many times the last few years or so about doing a collab night. And on the night we've got DJ Fabio from Creative Source, absolute pioneer and legend of the scene. He's good friends with Billy Denial from London also. Yeah, he's going to be playing on the 29th of November. Also I sent myself and Nuri and Joyce. And also we're going to have a special guest on the vocals, Hannah Eve, who's been releasing recently on the V Recordings, and also CIA. She's just going to be touching down. Also MC Delight from Top Nest is going to be coming. Also,
we've got Manix, got Sam Dunk, got myself on there, got Pariah, of course, can't forget the man himself. So that's in London. What's the
Newington, the waiting room. It's not a big venue, so in some respects people will have to jump on the tickets too, won't they? Yeah. Right. So, it's a nice, intimate venue. I think for the style of music that we're doing, for the event that it's for, I think it will be right for the music heads. Decided that we were going to do it down there, partly because that's where Rich is from. So. Yeah,
that's right, and we thought it's perfect timing. We've got the album. We've come up with the collab on the event.
Yeah, of course,
why not? You know, it was either do it in Wolverhampton or we'll do it as a collab in London.
I kind of feel, I don't know, a bit humble to be quite honest. You know, to sit next to this man and Pariah and call them and Slam and call them my friends, and just to be, you know, have this happening is like crazy. When I saw the flyer and saw my name on it, it was like, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, you haven't seen the other flyer where you're actually DJing as well.
That's another story. Yeah, I mean, we'll kind of like Sid sort of mentioned that there was going to be something maybe happening, and you know, I didn't honestly know that, you know, Infection and Odyssey were going to come together and create this night, and you know, to have an album launch as well, I mean, it's just crazy. I can't believe it, to be fair.